let's do this last fucking video.
Do we have to?
Yeah. Oh, what up, y'all? We're here for the last Weezer. Josh just left. Last video of the night. We're gonna talk about the new Weezer album. New Weezer album. OK Human just came out.
It's a play on OK Computer.
Yeah, OK Computer from Radiohead. And you know what? All right. I've talked a lot of shit about Weezer before on some of these videos.
You both have,
but I like Weezer. I might have said before, I don't get the appeal of Weezer.
I mean, it's
just some nerdy rock music. And, you know, some of it, not gonna lie, people might grill me in the comments when I say this, but some of it kind of reminds me of They Might Be Giants. You know, but I mean, I like They Might Be Giants a lot more. They're much more talented to me. But
yeah.
Weezer is just one of those bands who
they won't stop.
They make shit that people like.
They just won't stop.
And I think we did the retrospective, and I don't remember nothing.
Yeah, I don't even remember doing. I remember doing it, but I don't remember.
And I might have typed a lot of shit then too.
We both did.
And maybe.
And we still said we don't get the appeal of Weezer.
Not lying, I might not.
But
have been
I think
into
I
it.
kind of get it.
Might not have been into it.
It's its own niche kind of thing.
And
you know, like a Green Day or a Marilyn Manson.
We just one of those bands that you're just glad to have around.
Yeah. As we are, we just, you know, it's something we grew up with, and we're like glad they're still doing things, and we'll check in on them every now and then.
Yeah, they make nice, simple rock music.
This is the first album we've actually listened to from them in
since the White Album.
Since the White Album, yeah. They've had like a lot since then.
It's been a handful of albums since then.
Yeah.
Because they released an album like
But see, here's the funny thing. This wasn't supposed to come out first.
Yeah, Van Weezer was supposed to come out first.
Van Weezer was supposed to come out first, but, you know, pandemics happened. And then they...
But why did the pandemic allow this one to come out first?
Because Van Weezer was a rock album, and that was gonna work with their tour with Green Day. And
there was that big tour announced.
There was that big tour announced with Green Day and Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy is not really a rock band that I would...
Not anymore.
Yeah, and, you know, they're more whatever. But Green Day and Weezer, I still don't see where Fall Out Boy falls into that.
Yeah, I can see Green Day and Weezer together more than I can see
Green Day, Weezer, and maybe Blink-182.
Right, I could see maybe like mid-2000s Fall Out Boy, but not now Fall Out Boy.
But still, like a old school kind of, you know, tour. You know, you get
Fall Out Boy is
your
definitely
mega
the
bands.
newer band.
Yeah, you don't put them there. So this album was put on hold before it was already being made, but they said, well, we gotta come out with something that's new and sounds more rocky if we're gonna be doing these rock arenas with these type of bands on this kind of tour, so we gotta push this album first. So they put this album on hold, and then COVID happened when this album was already finished and they were supposed to put it out, and then they were like, well, fuck. Maybe now's the time to put this softer thing out and finish this. So they had something they were sitting on, and then they finished it and put it out before the rock album.
Maladroit is the other Weezer I found.
That's a good one.
So
that's one of those good ones.
But keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what I was trying to say. That they put it off for a while, and they released it because they got to actually sit and think on it, like we're doing on our album. But they actually got to sit and think on it because it's not time to put out a rock album. It's time to put out this because this is all we can do, and we're not trying to promote a big rock anthem, sell out a stadium kind of thing, you know.
And I remember us dogging the shit out of
We did.
White Album.
But what's funny is everyone loves White Album. And I'm like, did we miss something? Because I remember hating it.
I mean, I remember not liking it, but I mean, I just probably wasn't in the right place. Like I've said,
we probably weren't.
We've talked a lot of shit about certain bands on this channel before. I mean, we've been doing this channel almost 10 years now. We've talked a lot of shit. But now I'm 35 years old.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man. I'm going to check out
Music's
anything.
music.
I'm gonna
And
check
if
out
you felt
anything.
different yesterday than you did today, that's cool.
Yeah, man. So, because I like Weezer as much as the next guy. It's just I never followed them. Like I said, the retro, I was totally not in it. You know, I did my homework, but I was just
At the time we did.
At the time we did, I was ready to just talk shit.
Yeah, we just jumped into it and we're like, oh, well, Weezer's always sucks, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Weezer,
you know, when I heard this album, I was like, all right.
Maybe I need to lighten up.
I need a yeah, exactly. It made me feel like, you know what, dude. I've always felt Weezer's alright, and I still like the songs that I grew up with, and they're alright.
Yeah.
You know what? Weezer's fine. And then I figured, they make great music.
They really
Weezer
do.
has always made great music,
really do.
but he just can't write lyrics.
And I think that's not a detriment to their style though, because I think his simple ass lyrics really help because it's fairly simple ass music. It's fairly simple.
It is.
Music.
It gets to the point. It gets epic and gets to the point.
Yeah, it does what it needs to do. It's
Yeah.
not here to be. They'll do some flashy shit like Greatest Man in the World or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll do some real flashy shit.
That's probably why I kind of like this, because it reminds me more of that.
Yeah, this album
That kind of
gets
Weezer,
fairly
because the
silent epic. Like, it's a real chill album, but
some of the songs drag.
The orchestra bits are some of the best parts on this album, man.
Music is the best part.
I mean, damn. The lyrics are simple. The music is fairly simple.
I said earlier, it reminds me of Sgt. Pepper.
Bits, God.
It reminds me of Sgt. Pepper or Eleanor Rigby kind of Beatles. It reminds me of that kind of.
Like when I was telling you just a minute ago, I was like, man, some of these orchestral bits just sound like old Hollywood, and it's so good. Especially at the very end of the album, you got that. Like I call that the New York riff for orchestral music. Like it has such a New York vibe to it. Very, very reminiscent to Rhapsody in Blue. I want to say that's a Gershwin song. I might be wrong. I'm sorry, but that's one of my all-time favorite classical bits. Goddamn. Fucking love that, and I've always associated that with like a New York sound, because a lot of New York music, whenever you see like New York, you get that. Like in the Critic show, the intro to the Critic, is like that song is like a play on Rhapsody in Blue, and that's what I felt like when I heard that final song on the album. It does that. I'm like, that is that New York bit. That is that New York bit. But there's also there's moments with that orchestra that just sound like old Hollywood, and it's like, damn, I could see this in a 1930s kind of movie. But man, the orchestral bits are my favorite parts of this whole album, and the whole album is just using it all over the place. And when you hit me up last week, talking about dude,
Weezer,
we need to review.
And you're like,
Weezer.
what?
And I really was like,
no.
What? I'll get to it. And you're like, it's like the best shit they've done in a minute. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it is.
I'll get to it. Then I turned it on this morning when I was in here, just kind of like straightening up and stuff, and I was like, "Damn, this is
all my favorite songs."
yeah, I can get into this. Yeah, that all my favorite songs. I really
it's
like
a
that
good
song.
intro to what is going on, and it just keeps like the
all my
the
favorite people
orchestra
make
shit.
me mad. I mean, those are simple ass lyrics, but at the same time, it's like the man saying what he needs to say, and I get it.
As
I totally
juvenile
get it.
as it is, you feel it.
People love sad songs, and your favorite people are going to make you mad because they're your favorite people. I totally get it. I totally dig that. And man, playing my piano is another fantastic track.
I'm playing my piano.
Yeah, it gets pretty
It gets
epic.
dark.
Yeah.
He's playing the dark chords.
Yeah,
It sounds good.
Fucking dig it, man. Like every minute of this album, I'm like all in it.
And it's weird because it's the most we can talk about a Weezer album though. Because nowadays we're like, well, you know, maybe I should go back on that album and listen to it a little more.
Yeah.
Because I notice now that everyone is loving the White Album. And I don't know why, because we hated on it.
Even when it came out, I remember some people
Yeah.
on my Facebook talking about, dude, this is my album of the summer. And I'm really like, what?
What? Yeah, and I
man?
don't get it. Maybe we not feeling
We were
it.
just not feeling it.
Or maybe it's just not for us.
Like, I'm not lying. There's some
music is-
retrospectives I want to redo.
There are a lot. But what I'm saying is, because it's not a true retrospective, because there's like 5 more albums.
They really are, man. They did
'Cause
Teal,
Weezer-
they did Black.
Like I'm saying, Weezer won't stop because they've already got, like fucking Smashing Pumpkins say, they got all these albums
All this shit planned
out. That's Weezer. They've already spoken about these things.
Once they release one album, they got like 3 in the bank ready to
Yeah,
go.
they're the Marvel of fucking music. They're the Marvel of releasing albums. And that is... I remember before I said they were the Korn of... Or Weezer was the Korn or whatever.
Or Korn was the Weezer of metal.
Yeah. Because of how consistent they put out albums, but they're the Call of Duty of releasing albums. How consistent it is. Call of Duty is every year. Every fucking year you get a new Call of Duty. Every year you're gonna get a Weezer. That's how it's gonna be. You might get 2 Weezers a year because they do that.
They do that.
They do
I mean,
put
you
out
got
2
Black
a year.
and Teal like in the same year, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got Black and Teal, but Teal was
Nice little cover album.
it was a cover album. But you got Black and everyone didn't like that.
Wonder why. So I haven't heard it.
It's weird that they put so many colors out back to back though. Because they did White, then they did Something Dreams, and then they did Black and Teal. And then this new one.
Yeah, I dig every minute of this album. I had a lot. It was like, yeah, you know what? It made me be like, damn, maybe I should buy some more Weezer.
Weezer is a fun band.
Because Josh gave me Blue album last year.
Blue is the best. Blue and Pinkerton. And then the one you just got.
Yeah, I found Pinkerton and Maladroit.
Maladroit is a good one. My God, that's probably the last really good Weezer.
What's
as a
on
rock.
it? I haven't even listened to
You
it
wouldn't
yet.
know. You wouldn't know. Because, I mean, you'd have to watch the videos to maybe get a reference of when it came out. Because Maladroit is like 2002.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. In
'Cause,
2002, you weren't thinking about Weezer.
The Weezer I know goes from Hash Pipe, like modern Weezer goes from Hash Pipe to Beverly Hills. So there's something missing in between.
Yeah, Maladroit is in between, and that's exactly what it is. You got Maladroit and then that one.
Well, damn.
So Weezer is I don't know what to call it. Because you'll piss off a lot of people if you call it a certain thing.
What do you mean?
If you say it's a niche thing or this
They're just
thing.
a good little rock band.
Weezer is, if you like it, that's cool. I like Weezer, but I'm not a diehard fan. I've got a lot of Weezer. I do.
You got them all up to white.
I do, yeah.
Because I don't think you bought any more after the white album.
Nope, I didn't. There's the one something. There's the black, teal, and whatever this is.
Right.
Human.
Man, I'm so tired. It was one right after the white album. It was like a spaceman.
Yeah, that's the one. And then it's black and
Teal
and the new one.
Yeah.
And then Van Weezer.
Whenever that happens.
Exactly. But either way, that's 5. And I don't
In
care to
what,
have them.
5 years?
Yeah,
16,
it's
why
one
can't
a
I-
year. That's why I say they're the Call of Duty of music.
I know.
So I'm gonna smoke this, and we're gonna
So,
ride.
all right, so
So-
check it out, y'all. What do you guys think about
What do
this?
you rate it?
What do you rate it?
Cause we gotta have a rating.
Oh,
We always
all
gotta
right.
have a rating. We said what we have to say.
I enjoyed every minute of the album. It's one that made me say, yeah, I need to maybe buy some more Weezer eventually. I love the orchestral bits. I don't know. I need to listen to it a couple more times to really know what he's talking about. But there is the quarantine song playing my piano. Blah, blah, blah. But, man, the orchestral bits are really what gets me off on this album. And I can give it a strong-ass 7. I mean, as far as just a good-ass rock album at the beginning of the
You didn't
year.
hate it.
Yeah.
You didn't feel bad about listening to it. It didn't piss you off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I will go back to it until I decide to buy more Weezer.
Or go through the list of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely be on the next year's list.
Yeah.
But who knows where?
Yeah.
But you and
That's
I,
what's fun about doing these things.
you and I have already listened to an album that is going to be high on the list. That came out the same day. Okay. Weezer came out like a week ago.
Give or take.
Okay, so today came out the new John Carpenter album and fucking
Oh no.
Corn Crumpets.
Corn crumpets. Them motherfuckers. No, that's
It's coming.
right now.
Can't be next week because next week's Valentine's weekend.
We ain't doing that.
Can't.
Yeah.
Gotta do Valentine's things.
Gotta be
But
what
what
a
do you
win
rate
means.
this Weezer album for you?
I like your new ring bed.
Oh yeah, it's red as fuck.
Like what I saw was like,
Very
that's
similar.
on. That's like
It's the same
very
ones, different
similar
covers.
to mine. Yours
Yeah.
just whiter.
I wore the same fucking wedding ring from 2006 till this past Christmas.
What happened to it?
It's over there on my
So
shelf.
why'd you change?
Well, she got me one, a new one for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. What do you rate the Weezer?
I rate the Weezers. What were you, 7?
I said a strong ass 7, yeah.
I was a 7.
Totally
Because
feel
it doesn't piss me off. It's not great, but it also is kind of catchy because there's songs I
It
like.
changed my opinion on the band.
Yeah,
I
there's
didn't know I
songs.
had.
There's songs I like because it's it's very catchy.
Yeah.
There's catchy hooks to it, and it captures you for that moment. There's good stuff on it.
They
As a
say
Weezer,
that-
like it's funny that this was sat on for a minute, and then they came back to it because of the pandemic, and they released that first. It's weird to think that Weezer has like 50 songs or 50 albums in the bank that they could just release when they're not thinking about it. And every year there's gonna be a Weezer album. It's like a plague. There's gonna be a Weezer album no matter what. It's weird. But this one was actually good. And I don't know why that I kind of listened to it. Because I saw a thing on Facebook that said Weezer comes out with an album as a joke to Radiohead's OK Computer, or is it play on that or whatever. Whatever the Facebook tagline was. And I was like, cool. And then a week later, it popped up on my Amazon thing, and I listened to it at work, and I was like, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good.
Wow.
And then I find out it's all organic fucking instruments, no filters, it's all fucking real shit. That's not bad. I give it a 7. Thank you for giving us.
Really good album. And
It's not a bad album, you know.
What's in between the White Album and this might actually be really good.
Yeah, and we don't know because we didn't listen to it.
Heard 'em.
We just know that Teal is a cover album.
Apparently a lot of people liked that too.
But everyone liked White. And we
Probably
didn't
need
like.
to just go back to it, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm going to quit yawning. But we
what am
probably
I
need to
doing?
go back to it. But what do you guys think of the new Weezer album? I know we talked a lot of shit before in the past, and you know we're I don't want to, you know, we're not flip floppy. I mean, people's opinions change all the time over the
we
years.
just get what it do. And
we get what it do. We get what it do, motherfuckers.
we give what it do.
We give what it do. And this album is damn good. I mean, I like
We're
it a
giving
lot.
you our
Decent
rating.
album at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I've heard better. I've heard more out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a couple albums that really touched me a lot more than this. But for a band that I never follow all that much, pretty good. Definitely check it out. We'll see you guys later.